scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 4. Eight-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
so now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
yeah, I think you're right about that because
it's a foot race. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, insert.
And look out. I think he's going to go. the silver and black continue to roll. This offense respond. Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 57 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Manuel. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he goes out right around the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Now Manuel. This one complete to Cooper Helfet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with Lynch. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, Park.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Denzel Perryman coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way. The 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning. So for Oakland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to